I love that after I spend a day with you, I can still smell your perfume on my clothes. And I love that you are the last person I want to talk to before I go to sleep at night.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 New Year's Eve kiss scenes.
Cheers, well said.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
And just like that, we were having the perfect New Year's Eve.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most romantic and most memorable New Year's Eve kisses from movies and TV. Before we get started, leave us a comment with your New Year's Eve kiss stories. Number 10, Marissa Cooper and Ryan Atwood, The O.C.
You know what you did? You blew it, buddy. Almost as bad as I did.
There's nothing like the suspense of trying to beat the clock, especially when it's counting down to a brand new year. Marissa and Ryan aren't on the best of terms at this particular moment. You remember the whole I love you, thank you moment, right?
You're welcome. Midnight curfew.
And Marissa decides to spend the night at Oliver's New Year's Eve party. Still, as the clock inches closer to midnight, Ryan rushes through the lobby and eventually finds Marissa just in time to give her the perfect midnight kiss. The slow motion and streamers probably help with that too.
I love you.
What?
I love you.
Thank you.
Number 9, Stanford Blatch and Anthony Marantino, Sex and the City, the movie. In contrast to Ryan and Marissa's perfect New Year's Eve kiss, here's one that's quite a bit different. Stanford and Anthony had always hated each other, but after Carrie's train wreck of a wedding, things were different. On the last day of the year, they find each other at a huge party, and with no one else to kiss, they chug their glasses of champagne and pucker up. We've all had that just shrug and kiss the person next to you sort of New Year's Eve smooch, though this one happened to lead to more.
Her best gay friend is marrying my best gay friend.
That's wonderful.
I know.
It's actually really sweet when you think about it. Enemies to lovers trope, anyone?
It was not exactly love at first sight. But it turns out it was love.
Number 8, Donna Pinciotti and Eric Foreman, That 70s Show. It's the last day of the 70s, and Donna reminisces about her relationship with Eric.
Now take you.
He's since come home from Africa to celebrate the new year with family and runs into Donna outside. He admits that he thought of her every day while he was away and apologizes.
And you know what? It turns out that Red was right. I am a dumbass.
Donna tackles him with an emotional kiss, and we can safely assume they get back together after that. Did you hear that? That was the sound of millions of fans sobbing at this finale. At least one of our ships made it out alive. We'll never forgive the writers for breaking up Jackie and Hyde, though.
I think it makes total sense that Fez ended up with Jackie. She started out with me, the Ferrari, and then she went to Hyde, the Mustang, and now she's with Fez. He's like a donkey pulling a cart full of brightly colored Mexican blankets.
Number 7, Robin Scherbatsky and Ted Mosby, How I Met Your Mother. According to Ted, New Year's Eve is always a big letdown, but he decides he's going to at least try to make it special this year.
Okay, people, let's talk strategy. Last New Year's, we went our separate ways, and it sucked. This year, we party together or not at all.
He rents a limo and plans out a great time, but long story short, things do not go as planned. Seriously, when do they ever? It's 3 minutes to midnight, and the whole gang, plus Robin, who joined after Derek stood her up, gets stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic. They won't make it to party number 5, but at least they can have their own little party in the limo.
Dudes, I'm sure party number 5 is awesome, but it's not the best party in New York. Because this is right here.
Derek shows up at the last minute, but Robin chases Ted instead and gives him a sweet kiss just past midnight.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Number 6, Chandler Bing and Monica Geller, and the rest of the gang. Friends. Here's a night that proved just how awesome of a friend Joey is.
Russ, listen, who are you kissing at midnight, huh? Rachel or Phoebe?
What?
Well, you gotta kiss someone. Can't kiss your sister.
Well, who's gonna kiss my sister?
Chandler.
Oh.
Oh, man, really?
Dude, who would you rather have kiss your sister, me or Chandler?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's New Year's Eve of '99, and no one except Joey knows Monica and Chandler are dating. They'd like to share a kiss as the ball drops, but with all their friends around them, they can't exactly keep things discreet. Joey gets crafty and organizes kisses between the other friends under the ruse that everyone's kissing someone at midnight.
I'm gonna kiss you at midnight.
What?
Boy, everyone's gotta kiss someone. Can't kiss Ross, you got the history.
So?
So, who would you rather have kissing you, me or Chandler?
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
His justifications here are absolutely amazing for one, and for another, it works. Chandler and Monica get their special kiss and no one suspects a thing. At least not until 3 episodes later.
What are you doing? Get off my sister!
Number 5, Dan Humphrey and Serena Vanderwoodson. Gossip Girl. Was this kiss really that much of a surprise?
It's bad luck not to kiss your love at the stroke of midnight.
I guess this is our cue.
Our favorite on-again, off-again couple were never really apart for too long. And even with Dan falling for Blair at this point in the series, he still kisses Serena at midnight. Things are complicated all around, with Blair kissing Louis despite lingering feelings for Chuck. Luckily, everything works out for both couples in the series finale's time jump, where we see Chuck and Blair together and Serena and Dan getting married. Turns out their promise for one more try was all they really needed.
Okay, you need to explain everything from the beginning, the very, very beginning.
Number 4, Bridget Jones and Mark Darcy. Bridget Jones's Diary. Just when it seems like Mark is off to the States, he returns to Bridget's flat in the nick of time, having decided to stay in London with her.
So, you're not going to America then?
No. Not.
You're staying here.
So it would seem.
She invites him up, and while she's slipping into something more comfortable, Mark has the chance to read her diary and all the nasty things Bridget has written about him before she fell for him. Bridget catches him just as he leaves and chases him down to apologize without any pants on.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I mean, I meant it, but I was so stupid that I didn't mean what I meant.
Hey, nothing says true love like the complete lack of inhibitions. Luckily, Mark was only getting her a new diary, and the two of them share a steamy New Year's Eve kiss.
Wait a minute. Nice boys don't kiss like that.
Oh, yes, they do.
Number 3, Will Freeman and Rachel, About a Boy.
On New Year's Eve, I met Rachel. She was interesting and smart and attractive. And for about 5 minutes, I had her convinced that I was too.
Can you even get better casting than Rachel Weisz and Hugh Grant? This is a super quick and pretty innocent New Year's kiss, but pretty adorable nonetheless, even with the giant looming lie lingering over their heads.
I was in deep trouble. And there was only one person who could help me out.
Will doesn't so much lie as not quite tell the truth when he leads Rachel to believe that he has a son. She tells him she has one of her own, and the two swiftly bond over their shared experience of parenting. Rachel does inevitably find out about his fib, but Will makes an effort to redeem himself, and the two reconcile in the end.
So you gonna marry my mom then?
Dunno. Why? You think she's up for it?
Number 2, Ingrid Withers and Paul Doyle, New Year's Eve. If Rachel Weisz and Hugh Grant didn't do it for you, how about Michelle Pfeiffer and Zac Efron? Not a pairing we would have thought of, but still very cute.
I figured that was a long shot going in.
Long shot? What are you talking about? Going to Bali. That was kind of a long shot.
In a movie that's titled New Year's Eve, there's bound to be quite a few kisses, but this one has to be the most adorable. When Ingrid quits her job, she enlists delivery man Paul to help her complete her list of New Year's resolutions before midnight in exchange for 4 Ahern Records masquerade ball tickets.
It's just like a couple sandwiches short of a picnic, you know, like a little bit pathetic in a cute way.
Flash forward, Paul gets the tickets, then drops Ingrid off near the ball drop in Times Square and wishes her luck on accomplishing the final item on her list. He returns soon after to help her complete it himself.
Final resolution, midnight kiss on New Year's Eve. Boom! Check it off.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Charlie Brown and Marcy. Happy New Year, Charlie Brown. Not the little red-haired girl, but it'll have to do.
here, Charles.
Dana Scully and Fox Mulder, The X-Files. It only took the start of the new millennium.
The world didn't end.
No, it didn't.
Nikki Ferrante and Terry McKay, An Affair to Remember. We don't even need to see this kiss to know how romantic it is. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Harry Burns and Sally Albright, When Harry Met Sally. This one isn't a New Year's Eve kiss per se, so much as it is a New Year's Day kiss, if only by a few minutes. Harry shows up at the New Year's Eve party after his and Sally's fight. He finds her and declares his love for her as the countdown starts.
I love you.
How do you expect me to respond to this?
How about you love me too?
As it ends, Sally tells him it doesn't work like that and makes her move to leave. But then Harry goes on to list all the things he loves about her, and Sally has quite the difficult time staying upset.
You see? That is just like you, Harry. You say things like that and you make it impossible for me to hate you. And I hate you, Harry. I really hate you.
This is probably one of the most famous New Year's kisses in pop culture, and for good reason. Name a better declaration of love. We'll wait.
I came here tonight because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.